I had a few minutes, so I wanted to come in here and talk to you about what I do as a coach. So a lot of people know that they want to look better, feel better, and be better in general, but they really lack the direction and the guidance. And so as a coach, what I do is I meet with people and I help them identify what their goals are, because a lot of times people have this broad goal of like, I'd like to lose some weight, or I hope that I could get back into a certain outfit, or I wish that I was healthier, but they don't have very specific goals. And so I help people pinpoint where they're at, where they want to be, and create a plan to get there. Because a lot of people don't have direction. They don't know where to start. They may look at where they're at and know that it's very far from where they want to be. And they may know all of the components that it will take to get to where they want to be, but they get overwhelmed at the process. And so for me, I help people slow down, figure out where they're at, lifestyle wise, goal wise, and most of the time people aren't as bad off as they think, but I help come up with a plan. But what I've found is there's two things that really kill people's ability to move forward, and that is their mindset and being overwhelmed. A lot of times, like I said, people know the things they need to do, but feel like they need to master it all at once instead of having a plan of action, of finding one thing that's very realistic that they're changing and getting through it, and then adding the next component. I know for me, I've been on this journey for almost 8 years, and it's been a process. There's been lots of ups and downs. There's been a lot of setbacks, and it didn't happen overnight. And I'm still not perfect. And I shared something the other day that somebody said, my workout wasn't flawless. There is no such thing as perfection or anything that's flawless. And so that's where I come in, is I help you just kind of pump the brakes, get back on track, celebrate those successes, and really language and mindset are everything. I hear people all the time who they're already giving themselves an out because they're so afraid of failing. They're so afraid of fucking up. They're so afraid of not doing things perfect that they say things like, I hope that I can do good, or, I'm not going to tell anybody because, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick to it. And that language is already like setting yourself up and giving yourself permission for failure. And as woo-woo as it sounds, and as crazy and, silly as it sounds, because I know I used to think it was silly, and sometimes even coming out, I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if people are really going to understand this. But you need to speak into existence. If you give yourself that tentative language of I wish, I hope, maybe, someday, then you're not really going to take action. You're not, very positive. And so, but if you already tell yourself, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get to my goal weight, I'm going to give it my all, I'm going to get up and, work out, whatever it is, and you say it with positive action and put positive language, you're going to put action behind that. Because here's the thing is, no matter what we believe, whether it's true or not, our brain is not going to have us do the things that we need to do if it doesn't go in line with our belief system. So here's the thing is, if you believe that you're fat, if you believe that you're lazy, if you believe that you're a quitter, those things are, you're never going to do anything different, because we assign ourselves an identity, and our behavior is not going to go against what we believe. And so it's super important to surround yourself with people who believe in you, because sometimes that's what it takes. I know that I didn't believe in myself. I thought I was a quitter. I thought I was a fuck up. I thought I was a loser. And then I found this person that made me believe that there was something more to life that a normal, regular person could do and be, and she believed in me, and that was all it took. Is that I was like, well, maybe this person might see something in me that I can't see. I don't want to let her down. I want to prove her right. And that was all it took. And then I started to believe in myself just a little bit, where every day I moved the needle forward to being closer to where I wanted to be. And so I encourage you to grab a spiral notebook. You can get one for super cheap, and start writing out what you want to be, who you want to be, where you want to be. And instead of focusing on what you don't want, do the opposite and focus on what you do want. So if you're 100 pounds overweight, you write down, I have lost 100 pounds. Whatever it is that you find yourself saying that you don't want, and focusing on that, focus on what you do want instead. And those things will start coming to you, and focusing on the questions that you want answered. Instead of saying like, why am I so lazy? Why am I so fat? Why am I so stupid? You're going to come up with those answers, and that's not going to get you anywhere. So take the energy that you're using to focus on what you don't want, and focus on the negative, and focus on asking the right questions. How can I be better? How can I lose 100 pounds? How can I change my mindset instead of focusing on what you don't want? So I hope this has helped, because mindset is everything. It really, it changes everything whenever you can change your mind.